Hello and welcome to day 20, where I'll be showing what I eat in a day to lose weight and, as a positive consequence, reverse type 2 diabetes through eating the right foods. So essentially on this channel, it's diet therapy, if you've ever heard of that. So I show what essentially is human foods foods that are meant to be eaten by humans. And yeah, in my daily reality, when I'm trying to I'm coaching people and trying to get across the message that there is an alternative to being more and more fat and sick. Honestly, you might not realize it, but when you're eating what I would call pet food or cat food, such as canned fish, this is not human food, okay? It should be obvious, cat food. And that's just one example. So on this channel, I share the high sugar, low fat, low protein lifestyle. And I've got some foods behind me that I recommend. So back there. And yeah, like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the videos. If this is day 20, so you can go back and check that I was always lean and healthy. And I'm using one of these. So this is a continuous glucose monitor, a CGM, to show my blood glucose levels. So I'll show either real-time time lapse of my blood glucose levels after I've eaten, or I'll show a screenshot. And at the end of the video, I'll also do a recap showing how much carbohydrate, fat, and protein I had as well during my day. And yes, you might be shocked. You might realize, yes, there is an alternative to becoming sick, type 2 diabetic, through the high fat foods, the high fat animal foods that you're eating. And yeah, excess fat causes insulin resistance, and therefore over time you will develop prediabetes and type 2 diabetes because of all the excess fat. And with the transparency that I'm showing on this video, by using this, you'll be able to see through the high sugar diet or high freedom lifestyle. So this is a channel based on health, regaining your health. You'll be able to see I'm not type 2 diabetic or pre-diabetic. My blood glucose levels are in a healthy range. And you might be shocked at the end of the video to see just how much carbohydrates I'm eating. And no, it's not just because I'm young and fit and healthy. So I always recommend cycling as well, which is amazing for weight loss and your health, as well as mental and physical freedom. It's not just because I'm young. I say loads, it's not very scientific, is it? But a large percent of the young population now in the Western world are also developing type 2 diabetes in childhood. So it's not just because I'm young, because children and young people are also more and more becoming diabetic. So like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the video. And I'll show you what I'm having for breakfast, and yeah, follow along. Eat the foods that I recommend and follow along and let me know. If you don't have a CGM, you can get one. If you already have one, then yeah, you can see. You follow along for these weeks, days and weeks, however long this series will become. So I just keep adding days. So this is the second set on this. So that should be 4 weeks worth of data at least by the time I finish with this. For breakfast today, I had about 300 grams of cooked white rice. So it's about 100 grams dry weight or so. And for lunch, I had about 500 grams of cooked white rice, which is, well, about 160, 170 grams or so. It's not an exact measurement. It generally cooks up to about 3 times the size. And I had both of those with some soy sauce. So just sprinkling that on for taste. So you got all of the healthy fats you need in the rice, and lots of carbs, and yeah, there's amino acids. If you're looking for amino acids, there's amino acids in the soy sauce for your protein. I also had this whole bottle of orange juice as well. This is what I'm having for dinner. So I've got some white rice, can of mixed beans, my homemade tomato sauce with herbs and spices, a little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, pepper, herbs and spices, some chili, and I've got this lovely bottle of dandelion burdock. So I'm really gonna enjoy that. That goes amazing with rice and a sort of, you know, a curry kind of feeling, and I think that really goes with it. So you can enjoy having a drink that's not alcoholic, and also, yeah, these sugary drinks, I mean, in terms of sugar, it's actually not that sugary, but it's got a nice taste, and I would recommend it. So you don't need to have beers and caffeinated drinks. These sort of botanically brewed, these sort of old school tastes are really nice, dandelion burdock. This is the recap for day 20. So you want to know how many grams of fat, protein and carbohydrate I had today. So I had 7 grams of fat, 65 grams of protein, and 571 grams of carbohydrate. So today I didn't do any exercise or meaningful exercise. So I usually would recommend, you know, cycling as well. So, you know, some days in the week, no, I don't do exercise. So the foods that I recommend, you don't even need to do exercise to lose weight and be healthy. But I recommend cycling as part of your routine to go alongside the foods that I would recommend. Also for mental health. So cycling is amazing for improving your mental and physical health. So cycling is the best exercise or best way of moving your body to lose weight. And also it gives you an amazing feeling when you go out and you do a ride and you come back. It gives you an amazing feeling of accomplishment. Maybe if you're working towards a goal, that you maybe a race or whatever it might be, or just going out and having fun. So yeah, some days in the week I don't. So, but you don't, if you want to go out and do exercise every day, or, you know, so yeah, for me, I usually would do probably about 5 days a week, and some weeks I've done no exercise because I've been injured. But then if I can and I'm not injured, I'll ride as much as I can to enjoy it. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll put a screenshot at the end of the video just again to show my blood glucose levels during the day, so you can see all the information and, you know, follow along and recreate the foods that I'm eating for yourself, and you'll see you'll get healthier. You'll be able to control your blood glucose. And the reason why you're not being able to control your blood glucose, so the reason why you're not, it's not because you're eating a high sugar diet, it's because you're eating a high fat, high protein diet. And my blood glucose levels using this CGM shows that what I talk about proves it. Okay, so hope you enjoy the video, and like and subscribe. And if you want to get in touch, if you have questions, I always have questions. If you want a personalized meal plan, for example, or health and weight loss coaching, then get in touch on the email at the probably the top of the description, near the top of the description, and that way I can answer your questions personalized, personalized for you, and create a food plan for you if you're interested. And if you're not, then like and subscribe either way, and you'll be able to keep up to date with all the other videos on the channel for improving your life quality. So on this channel, I help inspire people to change their lifestyle to a vegan, high sugar, low fat, low protein lifestyle. So this is the way you'll eat and live for life sustainably. I hope you enjoy the view. Looks like rain's coming, so I better wrap it up quickly and get inside before I get wet. Yeah. Ciao. See you in the next one.